Hi guys, hello everybody, it's Keleas here. Welcome Blue Merinos, I'm so glad to have you. Today we're going to do a super sweet, cute kitty door hanger. She's going to have all the fun stuff for Halloween and fall. And of course she's got the cute buffalo check. So the door hanger comes like this, and she'll have a little orange bow here. I just took that off because we're going to start fresh and add our own goodies. So this kit is available at Keleas.com. You can get all the supplies to make this. The only thing you'll need on your own is some cable ties. You'll need some scissors and some wire cutters, because that's what I use to do the cutting of the ribbon and stuff. And you need wire cutters to cut the picks, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is decide how I want to design mine. And I kind of took the big pumpkin apart. It's a big pick, and I cut these into two sections here. All right, and then we're going to use a couple of these pumpkins, but I'm going to put that off to the side for a minute. You're also going to get a full roll of ribbon in your kit, so you can easily make this. Now, you're going to need some cable ties, but you can get those in the electrical department of your local craft store. We're going to use that to hold our little cluster on here. So the first thing you want to do though is think about how you want to do it and just start laying it out. When I took these pieces off, I cut these edges really neat and clean. So I'm just going to take those, and I think we're going to have this going down here, but you want to think about how that's going to look. The hanger's up here at the top where his little ears are. So I think that'll work really cute. And then maybe we can put a bow in the center. And then maybe we'll do a little bit of fun stuff up on his ears. But then I think I would also like to add this ball pick right to the middle. And you can either have 3 balls going up or down. It's up to you. And we'll add that right to the center. And then I'm going to trim this piece off. We don't need it that long. So I'm just going to take and cut that off. Now let's move Kitty out of the way for a second, and we'll make our little cluster. So in design school, it's our floral design class where I teach you how to make wreaths, centerpieces, garlands, tree toppers, floral arrangements, all of that stuff. We sometimes use something called the cluster method, and that's what we're doing right now. Meaning that we make a cluster, then we apply it to our piece. There's all kind of different ways to create, but sometimes this is a really easy way to do it. This, what I'm doing right now, I call shaking hands. So the KDS Blue Merinos know that this means we're going to spread it out and make everybody look pretty. So even on these, we're going to need to do that too, and make sure they're sitting up. We never want our wreaths or arrangements to be flat. You want them to have dimension and texture. That's what's going to make your work stand apart. And it's going to allow you to get more money for the same piece that your competition makes if you sell your items. And of course, if it's just going to go on your door for your home and yourself, you're going to get more compliments because it's not going to be flat. So you can see I've taken all these pumpkins. I'm standing them up forward. They're looking at me. So when they're hanging on the door, they'll be looking at me also. Same thing with this. These are all got a lot of movement. They're moving around. I'm going to pop that right in the middle here. Okay, just like that. So I've clustered, hence the cluster method. I've clustered all these in the middle here. And now I'm ready to take my cable tie. So this is what electricians use. And a lot of other, it's used for a lot of different things, but we're going to use it just to cinch these up here. So I'm going to go through the middle, and we'll get them tight. Get it started here, and then I'm going to watch them. Don't you wiggle on me, buddy. So we can get that nice and tight. The nice thing about cable ties is they hold tighter than a wire or a pipe cleaner can. So they really get it taut. Now keep the nubby part towards the front. We'll be able to hide all that with the bow once we get it in place. Okay, so we've made our own little cluster to go on our kitty. Let me bring her back. Here she is. So we're going to put this right by the tail. Oh, that's so cute. So this is where she's going to be attached in just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and tie the bow now, and I'm going to show you a super easy way to tie the bow just by hand, so you don't need anything special. Let me pop her out of our way. Your kit's going to come with a whole roll of ribbon, so you'll have plenty. And you are going to need another cable tie for this offset. Ooh. I'm using these longer ones. You don't have to have them that long. Just the 8-inch cable ties would be fine. Okay, and your tail length depends on how far you want that bow to go down. I'm usually doing these about 20 inches because I like to curl my ribbon. So I'm going to do that first. Then I'll take and scrunch this in my hand and twist. Okay. And I'm twisting because I want that ribbon to get towards the front. Then I'm going to make my first loop. And I'm going to make it about from my fingertip to the middle of my palm. Scrunch that and twist it again. Okay? And you want those to be similar on both sides. Fingertip to the middle of the palm. Fantastic. Now I'm going to make twist again. So this is just like we would normally make on the Easy Bow Maker. We're just doing it in our hands. This is going to be my center loop. I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. Okay? Twist it. Come back to the middle and scrunch. So I've made a really cute, just 2 loops and 2 tails. So this actually would be a tutu bow. We just changed the length of the loops. Alright, let's come down and cut this other tail at a similar distance. Just kind of eyeballing it. And I'm going to take my cable tie and we'll cinch up the middle. And you could definitely use a pipe cleaner, anything you want. I just like to use these. They're not as necessary when you have a simple bow, but I still use them. Okay, before you get it too tight, flip that around. And this is what's going to hold our cluster and our bow on our piece. So I do want a cable tie back here. Okay, and then before I get it real tight, I'm going to fluff. And make sure I like it. Once I'm good to go, cinch it really tight and trim that off. Okay, how cute. Okay, if you are going to show the center of your bow, we're going to be covering ours with a little special little piece. So I'm not going to cover it with ribbon like I normally would. I'm just going to leave it like that. Now let's bring it back and put all this together. You guys, if you don't already follow us here, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow so you get more updates. We'd love to have you on our text list at textkeleas.com. I would love to give you more information when we're live, what we're doing, so you don't miss out on all the fun. So decide where you want this. I think I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I like his little line of his tail not being too intersected by everything else. I like that. So this is my bow. There's my cable tie. I'm going to come in and grab a few pieces of my vine and wire down here. So this is how I'm attaching it to the frame of the cat. And I'm coming right through the middle where I had the other cluster cable tie, where we did the cluster. Pull that super tight now. Okay, and we'll rotate the bow around on it. Just a second. You're going to love these. These are so easy to make. Such a big win for you guys who are new to designing. These type of things are easy, and they really, there's a market for them. Because not everybody wants a wreath. They want something clever that not their neighbor doesn't have, but is super fun. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, we'll be taking care of that center in just a little bit. You can stop right here, but this is a little girl kitty. So I'm going to give her a little action up here on her ears. I want to give her a little bow. So let's make a really simple bow. I'm going to grab my ribbon again. And I'm just going to cut a 30-inch piece. And we'll take and find the correct side. You can find the correct side by looking for that seam on the wire. And I'm going to make a loop in each hand, just like this. And we'll just tie a nice little hand over hand bow. Just twist one inside the other. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is take and keep backing these tails out till I get it small. Okay, get it small and then pull it again. Do that a couple of times so you get it the size you want it. And tighten up that center. And then boom! How cute is that? Alright. And it's wire ribbon, so you can still manipulate that little bow how you want it to be. Okay, I'll cut the tails in a minute once I get her where I want to put her. Now, since her bow was down here, I want her little hair bow to be up here. And I'm going to keep her tails pretty short, so let me dovetail them. So to dovetail, guys, you just fold the ribbon in half and cut from the part you folded over down. And you get a cute little dovetail like that. I love that. Fold the part down. There's our cute little dovetail. So we've just made the sweetest little bow for up here by our ear. And I'm just going to glue that on. And then we've got one little more fun thing to do. You definitely could use a glue gun. I'm using my glue pot, so I'll just bring my bamboo stick over here with glue and get enough on there where we can wiggle this between her little ear. Oh my goodness! Isn't that precious? Now, I told you if you hung in there, there'd be a little treat for you at the end. Take that last pick that we haven't used all of. That's this one that we didn't cut off the big stem. And what we want to do is cut off a couple of the pumpkins. I cut off the big one. I'm going to cut off one of the baby ones. And I also want to grab, I love twigs, so I'll find ways to use these twigs in here. I don't want to waste anything, y'all. So just tear those off the stem. And I'll trim them up. Okay. Let me trim, oh, don't trim the stem. That is so cute, don't trim that. So I'm thinking that we would use a little bitty pumpkin here at the top. And we could glue that one in to her little ear. Oh my gosh, how cute. And then we use the bigger, fatter, chunky one down here to the bottom, and we'll glue that right into her bow. We've got an extra one if we want to pop that anywhere. Let's get these glued in first. I think they're precious. All right, here I come with my glue. Here's my big glue. So I'm going to glue that big pumpkin first. You guys can totally use a glue gun. I don't use glue guns. You'll see me just use my glue pot with my, bring the glue to the situation. And this one I pushed into the metal frame already, so I'm just going to tuck a little glue under and we'll just stick it right. Oh gosh, how cute. Isn't that precious? Let me make sure my bow's flipped out around that. My little pumpkin's good to go. And I have a couple of twigs here I'm going to add. I'm going to just take these and curl them a little tighter. And let's see, let me get that one. I think these would look really cute up here on her little ear, like they're coming off this pumpkin. So I'm going to take and just go around the wire frame and just tuck that in like this little pumpkin's doing his own thing. Isn't that cute? I have one more little pumpkin that I'm just going to glue into the top here. Okay. I'm going to put him right in here. It's cute. There's his little stem. And one more little twig I'm going to run off the top here also. So you can embellish as much or as little as you want and add as many little details. But it is so fun to put these little type things in and add those little touches. It's almost addicting. It's like you want to get that base stuff done so you can play and add in the little fine details. Look how cute she is. Hey, we are going to play with bows tonight, and that means ribbon time. So let's see if you guys, anybody's here yet. I'm pulling up your comments. We're streaming all over, and on Wednesdays we make bows together, and we use an easy bow maker, and I'm going to show you how to do it step by step so it's super easy. So right now I'm pulling up your comments. I'll be reading comments live on Facebook, so if you want to come join us over there. And then we'll check and get back to your comments wherever you're watching. But I want to make sure my stream is showing up here. There we are. I gotcha. I see you guys. Come on. I wanted to maximize. Maximize. There we go. Fantastic. I have missed you guys. We have been checking out our family and visiting in Canada, and we're back. We are back, and I just can't wait to tear up some ribbon and get in here and start having some fun. First thing I'm going to do is remind you, right after bow making tonight, I will be live with you for our weekly live sale. So I don't want you to miss that. Tonight we are going to work with some ribbons that have a pop of black in them, and I'm going to show you how much drama and interest that adds to your bows. So we're going to start off with just doing these cute little kitties. If you haven't played with these yet, these are so adorable. This kitty ribbon. It's like a felted cat on there. And we're going to combine those with a polka dot. So a black and white polka dot is just So classic because you can mix it for so many different seasons. So that's what we're going to be using here. Oh my gosh, I see you guys coming on. Awesome. Hey, Dolores. Hi, Heidi. Hey, Ramona. Hi. Hey, Clarinda. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Wherever you're watching, please like, follow, subscribe, do all the things. Don't just do that for me, but do that for any creator who you enjoy their process and seeing them provide live content for you, whether that's creating or podcasting, or if they're doing, cooking, whatever it is. When you support them by liking their work and following their page, purchasing from them, that allows them to continue to provide free content like we're doing now. So I want to remind you that not just for me, but for everybody, okay? Now we're getting ready to send out a text that we are live, a notification. So if you want to get notifications whenever I'm live, you're going to send me a message. Send us the word live to 832-734-5201. 832-734-5201, and we'll send you out a live notification. Okay? You can also go to textkelee.com. Now, I started off, guys, I measured this tail out 20 inches. I like a super long tail, very dramatic. And I'm going to get that started on my bow maker. And we're going to start over here and make our first loop. Hi, Rhonda and Zarina. Fantastic to see you. Hey, Tommy and Kimmy. Dorcas is here and Wendy. Hi, Trudy. Trudy with the booty. I'm going to twist. Trudy allows me to call her Trudy with the booty. Hi, Debbie. Triple D in the house. We got all the oldies and goodies. I love y'all. I know I'm calling you oldies and goodies. But these are like super fans who have been here since the beginning. And Annette too. And I appreciate you more than you can ever know. So we're going big out here at 7. Now, before I was gone for a bit, we started decreasing the loop size on the back without a cut. So that's cool too. But I also think it would be fun to not do that and keep 2 long tails in the back and then stay with the same color. And if I've lost you on that or it's confusing, just hang in there. I'm going to visually show you what we're doing. Don't panic. All right, get these beautiful tails going straight. Now I'm going to come in and we're going to add some more loops and another set of tails right here on the back layer, okay? Ah, Trudy, you're so sweet. I appreciate you too. You know that. Hey, Miss Grace. Miss April's in the house checking in. Twisting it, guys. You got to get those twists nice and strong. If you feel like, Cleve, the center of my bow is looking like poo-poo, that's your problem. The twist got to be really tight. Okay, we're going to go to 6 now. 6 right here. Come in the middle. Twist. My left hand goes forward. My right hand goes back. And that alternates each time. Jennifer, I'm so glad you're here tonight. We're having so much fun. So I went down by 1 inch in the size of the loop to kind of create a beautiful staggering effect. And I have 2 sets of tails with my first base ribbon. So this might be a little bit of a, we jumped right back in the saddle. But when I have a new idea, we got to roll with it, guys, because I'll forget it. We got to implement it right away. And scrunch. When you're back to the front and you're done with the loops, you scrunch. Just fluff that right out. Isn't that easy? You can do this. Hi, Nellie. Hi, Dorian. Y'all just did something completely new. This is basically a 1-2 right now with 1 color. And the reason I didn't continue going is because I wanted 2 sets of tails. Okay, that's why it's a little bit different. Oh, Dolores, you love my enthusiasm. Ah, you're so sweet. You know what? We got to have fun. This is what I love to do. I love to be playing with ribbon and flowers and teaching all the new styles and techniques in design school. So you are in the right place if you love this. Hi, Bonnie. Oh, Miss Grace, you're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, kitties are in next, and you're going to see how cute and classy this is going to look. This cat's coming forward. How cute is this? And this one's swatting out a bat. Y'all, this is going to be on the live sale. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. I was just dying. That one came in while we were out of town, and I haven't played with it yet. You know, I get jealous. Y'all get the stuff before I do. Okay, I'm going to cut this tail a little bit longer than the last one. And I am going to twist. And let's make a loop first, okay? And kitty's upside down. Don't panic. We'll treat it like a normal twist, okay? And then all we're going to do is just twist it one more time. Okay, and then it's a little hard to get that double twist, but if you do that, you get Kitty going the right way. Okay? Hey, Chris. Checking in from West Virginia. Fantastic. Where's everybody watching from tonight? Y'all haven't really said too much where y'all are from. If you want to share, please do. I love to hear where everybody's from. If you're new, welcome for sure. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm Keleas. I teach floral design and wreath making and all the fun things. We have a website, Keleas.com. I'm very narcissistic with the name around here. I'm not a narcissistic person, but I am with the marketing. Keleas. So Keleas.com is where everything, guys, you can find. You can find tutorials, classes, lessons. You can get in our class when it's open. You can get in the wait list for that. All of that is found there. Supplies, all this ribbon. You're so lucky if you're watching on Wednesdays, because we only have live sales once a week, okay? Once a week, Wednesdays. So if you're watching tonight, you can come and try a live sale for the very first time. Okay, we're just going to let this kitty pop in the front. We've got our 3 on the back. Oh my gosh, you guys are from everywhere. Heidi from Florida, Mrs. Diane from Florida also. Oh, Trudy from South Louisiana. Look at Mindy from New Zealand. Mindy, sweet. I'm glad you're here. Dolores from Chesapeake, Kansas, Virginia. You guys are all over. So guys, look at this. I laid this gorgeous foundation like this base with the polka dot, and then we let the kitties pop on top. Okay? And we're going to let them be the star of the show. Right here. They are going to be the star. So I'm ready to take this off. Summerfield, Florida. Wow, Nellie. And I'm going to put my cable tie right beside the dowel as I bring it up. Where are you guys watching from over here on TikTok? Oh, is that an eye? Yes, this is going to be on the live sale tonight. I don't know if you can see it on Facebook. These roses have eyes in them for Halloween. Oh my gosh, just got here. New stuff on the live sale tonight also. Get ready. Get ready. So I have a finger on the top. I'm bringing that up. I'm adding a little pressure. Hi, Kim from Ohio. Fantastic. I am glad you're here. Appreciate you, Kim, like normal. You're awesome. Hey, Sandra, Rhode Island. Wendy from PA. It's in the 60s. Wendy, don't be coming over here telling this Texas girl it's in the 60s. What? I just left Canada, and it was freaking gorgeous. It was gorgeous. I'm glad you're having that beautiful weather also. Okay, so since we did that double twist on this one, you're going to want to get in there. And we did that to get this kitty going the right way. You're going to want to get in there and just make sure she's how you want her before you get that center tight. Really tight. Kimmy from Ohio. Nice. Tommy from Arkansas. Woohoo! Or as my Kai would say, Arkansas. Annette's saying 74 degrees. Annette, I usually give her hell because she comes into design school telling me it's so cool. And I'm usually jealous. Of course, Annette. I appreciate your beautiful weather. Look how gorgeous this is. What a simple recipe, but look how effective this bow is. And that beautiful white getting on the top like that and really popping is just... That's really letting this whole design just pop out of there. Now, I'm going to come in the center right here and put the polka dot. Right, Annette? You are paying for it. Yes, ma'am. You are. In all different ways. And I don't blame you. I'd be right there, too. Isn't it turned out cute? Hey, Barbara from St. Joseph. Is that Michigan? I'm not sure, Barbara. I'm embarrassed. I might have that wrong. I didn't know where the Poconos Mountains were at one point, too. So, my geography is not my strong suit. But, you know, I know ribbon and flowers. Pretty good at those. Garden stuff, I'm in it. Sharon's checking in with all the Blue Merinos. Awesome, Sharon. Y'all, if you're watching, we call our fans Blue Merinos. So, don't wonder what the heck we're talking about. That just means you enjoy making wreaths, centerpieces, floral design, playing with gorgeous, gorgeous florals. I like to carry beautiful things. quality at a reasonable price where you can make your work just gorgeous. Pamela at 61? What? Nice. That feels like real fall, Pamela. At least here in Houston, that counts. Isn't this super cute? Okay, so tonight on the live sale, if you are out of black polka dot, this is something you're going to want to stock up on, because think about how many seasons you can use this with, every one. And right now we're popping it with Halloween. Okay? So let's come in. We're going to make a small adjustment on this particular bow. We're going to do it a little bit different. So instead of the black polka dot, I'm going to pop in a green polka dot. So it's almost a lime green, and it has black polka dots. So this is just a perfect one to go with anything really whimsical for Halloween. So we're going to use this one tonight too. And don't forget, this is a new ribbon. It'll be on the live sale also later. Mindy is checking in. Hey, Ramona and Lily. Mindy's in New Zealand, so she said it's 17°C or 62 Fahrenheit. Mindy, I just got out of Canada, and so I had to do Celsius and meters all week. And I was doing math the entire time I'm driving, and I was tired. I was tired, Mindy, because America does it differently. So thank you for translating that temperature for me. It's windy and rainy. Got it, but not too cold. All right, let's come in here, and I'm going to put the kitty. Actually, I think we're going to do it the same. Let's use the green in the back first. Let's bring it to the background. And this is a more narrow ribbon. So when you use a narrow ribbon, this is 1.5 wide. When I set my base up for the bow with this, it gives it like a little more delicate look. And if you like to make wispy wreaths, it works great to kind of let things come through the loops. And if you're in design school, you know what I'm talking about. That's like the look I like. So play with this in the back. When you had to use Google, that's okay. Same. I wouldn't expect any different. It's all good. I appreciate you telling me, though. Hi, Glenna. Hey, Anita. All right. Going out at 6. I'm going to go a little bit smaller than the last one. Let's go 6.5. 6.5 on the length of that loop. And see how it's nice and loopy going out there? Then I come in and I twist. All right? We're going to do the same thing on this other side. So you're going to go right to left. 6.5 and twist. Just keep going back and forth. I like 3 loops in the back. You could do more if you want, but we're going to go with 3. So have you guys played with some of the trending brighter colors for Halloween? Are you just sticking for the classics? I don't know if you guys make Halloween projects. I like to do the whimsical, fun Halloween. And we did some fun roses on skeletons for design school that I just adore. I don't know that I can sell them. They may have to stay with me. Oh, I gotta quit keeping my stuff. I'm gonna have to have another house. Secondary house. All right, I'm gonna spread all of these loops out. Are you the same way? You make something you love so much you just can't sell it? Damon, how did you not get the cat ribbon? Come on. Come on. Oh, it's super cute, man. Damon likes Halloween too. All right, I've got the 3 loops on there. Now I'm going to come in with the meow meows. The cute little kitties. We're going to put them in. I especially love that one cat. He's going to get you. The dogs got haircuts today, guys, or they went to the groomer. And man, they think they are Miss Priscus now. Woo! Prissing around. They got as much attitude as these cats. Okay, I'm going to cut this tail a little shorter, so the green will be a little longer, about 16 inches. I'm going to come in and twist, and we're going to use our little double twist technique here to make this little kitty get going the right way. So first you just build the loop at, I'm going to go 6. So you build it, you twist it, okay? And then I'm going to come in and twist it again to flip it around. If you need to, just flip that whole center. You got to be the boss of it. You got to be the boss. Yes. I am so excited that we've got the kitties and lots of new Halloween. I can't wait for you guys to see the eyeball pics. So cute. They're going to be on our live sale right after this tonight. We'll be rocking out. Okay, let's do another one. Come in here and twist, and we'll do our double twist. So I know a lot of you freak out if the design's upside down, and this just takes care of it really pretty easy. It's just, you've got to kind of boss it. You know, you gotta be the boss of this ribbon. Hold that, and we're gonna pull another loop and go over to the right. Yeah. Look how cute these are. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to do my kitty wreath. Last year at our garden center here, it's called, what is the name? Cornelius. They had the cutest black fuzzy kitties. And when I pull my decor out, I'm going to have to mix it with this ribbon. I'll have to mix it. All right, now I'm ready to bring the green back to the front. And this is just a slightly different technique that we did on the last one. We went with all black. And now I'm going more whimsical with adding the green on the top. But still, we're using polka dot tonight. Polka dot is the star of the show here. Twist in that center, keep that tail coming down. And watch each of these twist. You want them to be really, really tight. So it just stays nice, nice, nice to the base. Okay, one more on this side. And then you could put anything you want in the center, but I'm definitely going to pop that green because it's a perfect combo. Look at that. Boom. Green kitty. So pop this in with some green, like lime green pumpkins, some fun candy, or maybe pull that color in a sign. Easy, easy. I'm loving it. Bring that in and rotate it to the back. Now, this is the part you got to pay attention to. I've got to take and fluff this up. I've got to fluff it up and place it all in to space it, basically, out in the directions it needs to go. Okay, see how I took a flat bow and now I gave it all, this is how it looked before fluffing. Can you see the difference? It's a huge difference. So before you tighten it up, fluff it, or you will end up with just a creased up bow, not looking. You're like, oh, Keleas, my bows don't look right. What am I doing wrong? 99% of the time, you're not taking your time when you're fluffing it. And that includes bringing these tails down. Doesn't that look great? Okay, rotate it to the back, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our cable tie to the center. Yeah, and pull it really tight. Nice. Get it super tight. And just cut that cable tie off. And I'm ready to go down here with the green in the middle. This is just perfect. You know, this type of pattern, guys, and I'm very, like this line at the bottom of this ribbon, okay? I want you to watch that. You see how it pulls the eye into the middle of the bow? You guys over here on TikTok, pulling the line into the center of the bow. That's why lines that are vertical like that are just beautiful in a bow, and they totally bring your eye to the center. If you wanted to put a black solid in the middle, that would really ground it. Let me see if I have any. I don't have any black solid right now. You could really define that line. I'm going to come in just with the green polka dot, but there's something about lines flowing and moving that just makes my little brain happy. So I like to use those techniques in my wreath designs and instruction when I teach, but I also want you to see that when you're making your bows, how important it is to bring the lines there. Come right in here. Yes! Yes! Isn't that awesome? Well, we're going to have shopping right after this video, guys, right here on Facebook. So if you're watching somewhere else, the live shopping occurs on Facebook. Okay, I'm putting 2 little knots in there. I should have cut that a little bit longer. It would have been easier. You need the kitty ribbon. It's going to be on the live sale tonight. So it's not here on the website. All right, you love the polka dots more than anything? Oh, Clorinda. Oh my gosh. Well, you've picked the right night. So far, we're into 2. Look at here. 2 polka dots. We're using all the black on this one. And this one we implemented the green. If you're not playing with polka dots, you got to be doing it. You got to be doing it. Hello, Bloomerinos. It's Keleas here. Are you ready for our simple and quick wreath we're going to make today? I sure am. Y'all, when we do these projects that are simple and easy like this, we want to make them in under 30 minutes. So quick and easy, and they're a great introduction to wreath making. You may pick up some tips and tricks anytime you see one of our videos like this, but I want you to know these are supposed to be easy and fast and make wreath making less intimidating for you. So welcome. Let us know if you're here live with us or you're on the replay. I love to chat with my viewers. If you want instructional video that is step by step without chatting, you can join us in our class where we have recorded tutorials where you can learn the principles design. So you can get on the wait list for the class at KeleasDesignSchool.com, and all the supplies we're using are coming from Keleas.com. All right, if you don't like or follow or subscribe to our channels, you need to do it. Do all the things, because this is where we have all the fun every week, all the time. Now, this project we're going to work on today, I'm going to talk about the supplies we've got going. This is a bow we made. It's called a funky bow. We make bows on Wednesdays, and we have lots of tutorials for you guys to go back and watch. And basically, these bows work great to fill up big portions of the wreath. So if you're trying to make cost-effective wreaths to resell, and you're trying to really fill up space, ribbon is a great use for that. It really is. It fills in the space super nicely. And with a funky bow, the neat thing you do is you get those tails going up and down, and you get all that fun action of the ribbon going, you know, all the fun directions. So we're going to use this one we tied the Wednesday before last, I believe. But the videos are available for you. We'll replay on YouTube or Facebook, and also on our where else? On our blog. Okay. Now, what you want to do is you guys want to get our live alerts. You're going to send us the word live. You're going to go to textkele.com. You're going to send us the word live. We just send out live alerts from our server where you can find out wherever we're live. And the nice thing is you can go back through that and see what videos you've missed. You won't miss a minute, okay, of everything that we're putting out for you guys to create. So the color palette is being chosen from here. I'm using black and white, and then orange, of course. So I'm going to use a big pumpkin. This is a nice foam, bright orange pumpkin. It's going to pull out the orange and the jack-o'-lantern. We're going to use a big wreath attachment today. This is a kitty, big giant kitty. And so she is going to fill up a lot of the space in the design. So she'll be going in, and then just a little bit of candy. I've got a little bit of candy corn and a little bit of lollipops. That will just make it awesome. Hey, Juanita, welcome. Hey, Bonnie, I see Dora's here. Hey, you guys, if you want live alerts, you got to text us the word live. So text it to 832-734-5201. So you got to do that on your phone. So getting this started is mounting Mr. Kitty or Mrs. Kitty or whatever your kitty is. We're going to put him in first, and I'm going to shift him over to one side, and then we'll have the party on the other side of the design. Now, the kitty comes with a cute little bow, but I'm not going to use that. We're going with a different motif, so I just generally don't worry about that kind of stuff. Just take the little bow off. You just cut the little wire, and she's fresh. She's fresh. She's all good. We're going to put her in, and I need to leave a little room here, but I don't need a lot. So Roxanne just got the alert. Very nice. Very good. And if you want our live alerts, remember, text us the word live and you will get them. 832-734-5201. I'm going to rotate this around and we're going to attach this puppy. Now, whenever you're attaching bigger things to wreaths, you got to think about, okay, where can I actually attach it? Because you can only do it around the base of this frame. And we don't want things flopping all around. Hey, Barbara and Kathy. Glad you're here. Hope you're ready for some fun. So I'm going to start with Mrs. Kitty's tail right here. This is probably the most tedious part. She's got a little wire there, so I'm going to put that through a wire so we can attach that. Then that'll go good there. Now she's got a hanger at the top of her head, so I can use that, but a little bit lower here will even work better. This is the wire on her frame, so there's two. These are cable ties, guys, I'm using. Hey there, good to see you. Carolyn, Sherry, you guys are all coming in off the alert. I see ya. Awesome. We're partying down. We're kittying it up. Okay, and then one at the bottom. We're getting our floral freak on, of course. It's Simple Saturday. We're having fun. Okay, they're all in. So I've got 3 points of attachment. Feeling pretty good about that. Let me rotate it around one more time, and that'll work. That'll work fine. So flip it back around and we're going to start attaching. This is not the fun part, but it is important. If you make and sell your wreaths, you want to make sure they're going to hang together, literally. You can't have them falling apart. You can't ask that big money for your pieces that you worked hard on and then something fall off on it right away. Especially the main part. So take your time to get this part right. Somehow I twisted the top of this to go through the grapevine. Now, I don't like this to show on the back, so you can see I've kind of come through and I've tried to keep it hidden on the sides. Right, Penny? Well, today's a simple Saturday project, so we wanted to go quickly. So when you get like a nice base like this that you can make a wreath on, we can make cute things on the kitty, and we've done that before. But when you add her to a wreath, she's such an impact, you don't have to add a whole lot more. Kathy, is this going to be a kit? It is not going to be a kit, but we'll have a supply list. And this one's a pretty easy one, and very affordable. We're keeping this particular project at a lower price point because we want to keep the Simple Saturday projects easy and fast and beginner friendly. I cut that off. I need to get this little tail tighter. This tail needs to be tight. I'm trying to grab the tip of the cable tie. There we go. And that way I can hide it behind the tail. Alright, get in there and cut that off. Now let's get that bottom on there. Flip it around. Mr. Bottom. Now maybe watch my spacing, because sometimes when you do that bottom, you can swing it out or make it weird. So make sure you got it over to the side. We need this open. We need this side open because that's where we're going to put our bow and all our goodies. So I gotta, this is not going to work there where I had it, looks like. I'm going to have to move it a little. Gotta move over just a little. Best laid plans, y'all. Okay. You could cut these and remove it, whatever you have to do. Barbara says she loves adding the wreath for more dimension. Yes, Barbara. So we make the door hangers on a lot of the frames, but any wreath frame can go inside a wreath to really pop it. And we still can make the wreath pretty simple. We don't have to overdo it, so I think you're going to enjoy this video. Okay, kitty's on. She's a happy little kitty. Only thing I don't like here is I can see this cable tie, so I'm going to, if she's tight enough without the tail, I'm just going to undo that one. Let's see if she'll stay on good. Yeah, she's fine. If you needed this down, you could just, I would just move it over and shift it over, but I think she's good with two. Hi there, CT. Good to see you. I'm doing great. We have been blooming in the bloom room lately. We just got finished with our boho workshop, you guys. We rocked it. I enjoyed it so much with all of my bloomerinos. It was awesome. Okay, now, when we're doing a simple project like this, you want to think about keeping the pieces in the wreath tight to each other, because you want to have an impact and then boom, you're done. So it's a lower price point for your customer, and then it also still fits in with your work, okay? And you're able to have some pieces that are more extravagant and you have to charge a lot more because they're very floral designy, but something like this is simple, it's beautiful for someone's door and easy. So I like to tuck the pumpkin in and play with the angles on the pumpkin. That is one of the key things you're going to do here. You're going to play with the angle on the bow and the pumpkin. So I'm going to bring her in something like this, kind of kicking out, like she's chilling with the pumpkin. And we're going to attach her with just some wooden dowels, and we'll pop her in with the skewers. I find that just an easy way to attach these guys. And I know I'm going to put some candy up here, which will hide those skewers. So a little bit of glue on the tip of the skewer, and then I'm just going to go through layers of the grapevine and then just grab that pumpkin. Watch your angle, okay? And we can just push her in. All right, and let's do the same thing down lower here. And so I've got 2 points of attachment. Double check her, make sure she's good, and then she can come out. So you're just using pressure to hold that in, and you're good to go. Okay, so she's kicked out. The party's happening. Miss Kitty is rocking. Now, before we even add candy or anything else, is everybody good at this point? We've got the big wreath attachment in, the big kitty. We've got the pumpkin, which is, it's already coming together really super cute. Now I'm going to add the bow. I'm thinking about the bow right here, and see what I'm talking about? Just tucking it in, how simple this is. You can take this wreath base and go to the next level with it. And you know what? I can do that on another video for you. But today we want to get this project done quickly. Okay, so we're going to do it like a building block of this project. So that'll be our first part here, where we're going to add some candies. Now, let's just set the bow so we have an idea. If we put the bow there, I think it's super cute to have a couple of lollipops coming out the top above her head. So let's bring her down. Yeah, you guys, if you're just getting here and you wanted to get the live alerts so you'll know when we have a new video, new products on the website, anytime we have new projects coming, y'all know it's getting to be the decorating season, we can text you that out and let you know when we're live. So this right here, I'm going to have one candy up, straight up, and then I'm going to use another one just kind of angled over to the side. Now I haven't put any glue on these, I'm just pushing them into the grapevine. And I want one low and one high. I want to just kind of boop, boop, boop. Party, party. Oh, how cute. How simple and cute, right? So let's go ahead and glue those in. We didn't put the bow in yet. I kind of already pushed them through. We're going to just cut these off. Anybody who's sticking out. And then I'm just going to pop a little glue in right below. You're not going to have to worry about covering this up because it's going to be under that bow. It'll be hidden. I might put a little moss just in case the wind blows the bow up. Y'all know I don't use a glue gun, so you'll see me bring the glue from the glue pot over to my my project. What do I do with the moss? Like, I just had a whole giant bucket of moss from the workshop. My glue is getting cold while I'm looking for it. Hello, moss. All right, well, we'll cover with the bow. But I like to usually hide the glue with moss. I'll put some twigs on it. Twigs going on. Y'all, of course, it's a Saturday, so here come the mowers. They're here. Okay, I'm going to take the bow and I'm going to tuck it in right down here. You'll see there's no place to put that, but we will just take and add a floral pin and pin it in. Kathy, this is so simple. It is, you know, the epitome of Simple Saturday videos. They are here to take all the complexity out of everything and just simplify, you know. CT, you just clicked on, you got the notifications. Fantastic. Well, one of the things we like to do is be able to control our own notifications because of all the changes that are always happening on the social medias. So we prefer if you would get on our text list. We use a notification system. That way we actually own it, and if they take it away, we can definitely let you know what's going on. And with all of our notification systems, you can unsubscribe anytime. We do everything legally. We're not trying to spam anybody. We just want you to have access to what you want to see. Isn't this super cute? Now, I just put one little simple candy corn here, and I think she would look just precious coming up to kind of break up the two popsicles, lollipops. We're just going to put that right in between. So literally, this will be just a nice little different price point than our big extravagant pieces. It'll be less expensive, but it'll be just as cute. And how quickly can I whip these out? I mean, we can whip them out fast. Take a look, guys. We got the candy, we got the kitty, and just a little pumpkin, and you're good to go. You love simple? Awesome! Kathy, that's what these videos are about. Pat, your grandson was like blown away. You told him, listen, we don't play over here. It's serious in the wreath making industry, right? It's serious. Awesome, guys. I hope you enjoyed this sweet little easy wreath, and I hope you try something. If you're a first-time wreath maker, these type of things are really fun and simple. Just to get a collection of candy, a pumpkin, the kitty, and some beautiful ribbons to attach a bow, and you're good to go. You don't have to overthink it. And I promise you, I'll sell this wreath in the shop right away because it'll be something that is more simple for the folks who like that look. And even though this isn't something that I I feel like is like this work of art. It is also adorable and cute, and it definitely works for all kind of different tastes. So we got to keep that in mind when we're creating. All kind of different tastes want something simple, and others want something over the top. I forget that. I'm from Texas. We love everything over the top and extravagant. It's Klee here, and we are going to create a door hanger together. It's going to be super fun and easy, and I know you can do it. We're going to start off with our base, okay? And our base is this cute little kitty, and we are going to upscale it. We're going to take it to the next level for sure. Let's get this base started. The first thing I want to do is I want to change the look of this. I don't want it to be so rustic. We're going to make it more modern and jazzy with some glitter. So I'm going to cut off this little bow that comes on it. And a lot of times you can cut them or just pull the tails. You never know. It might be that easy. Boom. Comes off like that. And look, we've got a clean slate to start off the whole project here. You can do as simple as add a new bow with some picks. We're going to do it a little bit further than that, a little bit higher level, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to use some foam on here to kind of prep the base. So the first thing we want to do is grab a little piece of foam. Now I like the green floral foam like this. It's dense. We're going to cut it into small piece. Now if you use a small piece, you got to make sure everything that goes in it is pretty small so you don't crack it. So, but it's okay as long as your picks are small, you're good. I like to put a little Gorilla Glue first to get it on my surface, so I'm going to pop that up. We're going to kind of use where the bow is, but I'm going to go up just a little bit higher up here onto this picket. And then it'll be so cute because it'll add, just a little touch of height in our design because we can go way up here. Now, I'm going to dip this in the glue pot, and we're going to get some hot glue on it. I got my hot glue pot off screen. Now, let me show you how much I've got on there. A good amount. See, a good amount on there. You're going to want to take that, and I'm going to scrape it off just a little bit more. I got a little too much. And then I'm going to wiggle it into here. It's going to go right here. On that picket, boom. And between the Gorilla Glue and the hot glue, it seems to hold really well, no matter kind of what the finish is. So you're going to let that set up a second, and then we're going to start on our picks. Our picks for this project, we're going to use these two. And I picked these out because I'm pulling the colors from the kitty. Just like in floral design, you have to pull your colors from your inspiration. And the kitty's got black and purple, perfect, and the pumpkin is orange. So we can do different looks with this sign, but we went with the glitter and the really fun look. So what I'm going to do is separate it first out, and we're going to get the black picks out of the back so I can kind of create my base. Now, when I teach floral design at Keleas Design School.com, what we do over there is we kind of create our perimeter with greenery. We can do that same thing with our first element we put in. So I want you to cut out half of the section here. We're going to section it out. You're going to take half the glitter pick out. I'm going to do it like this, okay? So you're going to have a nice little long twig, and that's perfect because this will help us set our length. Now, all of these picks are wired, on our website, Keleas.com. I like to have lots of really good quality pieces. So these are wired, ready to go. Trim them down to a 1 inch, okay? And we're going to do that on both picks. I want to get that twiggy part out and then trim it way down. So I'm cutting that out, then I'm trimming it down. All right, now take and shake hands with these, and this one's going to go to the right. When I say shake hands, that just means we're going to spread it out, shape it up. All right, see how pretty that is? I've got the smaller pick, the larger pick. And what I'm going to do is come in, and we're going to put the first one in the foam. Okay, and we're going to start to shape out our perimeter. So this will be my longest pieces. You see that kind of going over? Perfect. Now my second piece is also going to be the twigs right here. It's going to come in on the left. All right, so over here, kind of coming down. So you can see how they're opposite. That's important. Even on smaller pieces, you always want to think about your placement, your depth, and your dimension. Those all matter in your design. Even when it's a simple one like this, you got to keep it in mind. So this one, I want to come down and kind of come scooping around my design, okay? I call this breaking the plane. When you kind of, there is some, it's not, it's not flat. I don't make flat things. I really believe in dimension and taking your design up a little to the next level. So you can see we're overlapping the design a little with that twig, but that's totally fine. We like that, we want that. We're creating the base here. So with these little wispy black picks, this is all from one pick. We are totally gonna make the most out of this. We're gonna cut these into twos. And when we do that, we know we're gonna have two pieces, one little one, one little bit bigger one for each side of our design. So we're gonna kind of stick with the same directions we already have. So we created a transition point right there in the middle, and now we're gonna go down and up, okay? So that one's going in right there, pretty. And then I can have one going up. The little twigs, can you see all those? They're kind of hard to see, but they're wispy and fun. I love that kind of stuff. And I'm still gonna stay in the top up here. All right, and even though we just glued that on, we've got it in a good spot. It's sitting on the edge. We're ready to rock and roll and keep working with it. Now, grab the money part of the pick. This is the cute part where we've got the balls and the spiders. We're gonna put some of these in next. And what we need to do is separate these also first. So what I want you to do is spread them out. We're gonna keep the curls in one section and the spider in the other. Cut these down into two separate sections, okay? We have this cute spider and this ball on one pick. And let's put her kind of coming up to the top. All right, I want that to kind of pop out a little bit up here and really be kind of to the middle. Isn't that fun? Oh gosh, how cute is that? That's perfect. Now, we've got still, I've got the ball and the spider on this one, and I've got the curls. But I almost want to put my bow in next because the bow is going to take up a lot of real estate in this design. And then we can work things around it and kind of use the less expensive ribbon, because you can make several things out of the ribbon, to fill in, and then we'll pop the glitter balls and the spider all around it. So that way this project will be cost effective too. If we want to resell it, it's definitely an option to keep that way. I have already tied the bow for you, and that's a separate video. We'll have that linked in the supply list also. This is a 2-1 funky bow right here. And you see how cute it is? We pulled the same colors. Just like I teach in design school, I'm showing you here today, we pulled the purple and the orange from him, and we've got them in the bow. And then I added that pop of glitter black because he's black. And I love that. Now, this has a floral pin in the back. That's a U pin. And it's allowing me to push it right into the foam with some glue, but it's a little long. So I'm gonna just gently cut over the trash can these two little pieces of metal. You guys cut it over the trash can so it doesn't end up in your foot or your eye. Be very careful when you cut those little pieces of metal. All right, and so I just shortened it down. And now I'm gonna bring some glue to the pins. And we're gonna push that right into our foam. And I'm gonna put it a little cockeyed here. I like it to be this side. Oh my gosh, that spider was perfect. I just wanted to make sure we could put the other spider perfect too. You see how cute these are? They're so simple and so cute. And listen, even if you're not a seller and you just want to take a sign you already have, you can upcycle it, but you know you can grab this entire kit from us. If you love this cutie right here, this can go on your door as soon as you can whip it out and make it. All right, so let's grab the other spider. I'm cutting it off that pick, and I'm gonna like this one kind of, I think it'd be fun to have it kind of coming down over here too. Now, anytime you have a curl like this, I can pull it out a little and let it just pop up, and then move that spider around too. All right, let's go in the glue pot, and I want to totally pop it in to my foam down here. And the nice thing is we're kind of camouflaging this really well with all the other pieces that are going in here. Oh my gosh, I love that spider, and he can kind of be under a little black ribbon. And I like to do that, break the plane and come over and do that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. All right, now it's time for our curls. So we've got our cute little curl picks. Can you believe we did all this with just a couple of curls? I love that. These picks we were able to kind of cut into several pieces, and that makes them super valuable. So let's see if we can get one kind of out here and over to the side, right around with this cute little whimsical curl. I love that. Let's come in right here. I'm gonna try to put that right in the middle. Perfect. Just kind of curl those in right there. I love it. And then let's take this other one, and I'm going to have this one work in also kind of coming in this line. So part of floral design is creating lines, and that's something we also teach in design school. And you can see we've kind of done it here. We've created a diagonal line to crisscross this bow, and that really pleases the eye. And we use some beautiful colors to kind of all go together here, of course, for the Halloween season. Isn't that cute? Now we've got those little wispy picks left. Look how cute these are. All right, now you can cut these down even smaller, and that's what I'm going to do because I want to fill in tight to the bow with these to kind of break the plane of the bow. And what that means is overlap the bow a little bit too. That gives you that little detail that's super cute. And you don't want to get in such a hurry creating you forget to do your little details because they matter. All right, especially when you're going to take this and pop it into a craft show and sell it really fast. These can come together quickly, but don't forget about your detail. So I took those two and I make sure they kind of cupped up around the bow, and that just adds that wispiness. I love it. I've got one more piece here, and I think I'm going to go to the outside. Right over here, just to kind of overlap the bow a little bit more, right behind this piece of ribbon. And you got it, guys. Now, just use a little Spanish moss or anything. You know, if you have a little black garland, you can use that to hide any mechanics, cover up any floral foam that you can see. We did a great job of getting it covered here, but if you have any, just use a little to make it look professionally finished around the edges. And you could even, if you wanted to scale this up one more notch, if you buy the black ribbon, you'll have extra ribbon, and you can totally take and change out the jute hanger, staple gun this one on here, and go with a black glitter hanger if you want to just soup it up just a little bit more. So many options to do on this design. You can go to town. But you guys, you can grab all these supplies at Keleas.com and you can make your own cutie like this. I think he turned out great. And he's super easy. If you're a beginning designer and you just want to get started playing with some florals and you want to do a little fun Halloween piece, this is a great one. Hey guys, are you excited? We are going to do a really, really simple project that's going to be fun, fast, and easy, and such a bang for your door. It's time for Simple Saturday, and around here at Keleas, we like to make these projects on Saturdays really simple. So here's all the supplies that you're going to grab in the kit. If you don't get the kit from us, make sure you just use this as inspiration for some really fun projects and soup up neat things that you purchase that you can make all your own. So we're going to start off with a kitty for Halloween, and that's really fun because I like to do whimsical Halloween that's not too scary or anything like that, and this works well. The only thing you're going to need on your own is some scissors and wire cutters. You may need a little glue or something like that, but other than that, everything's provided in your kit. This little girl comes with this little bow on her. We're going to take that off. That's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to take this off. And don't be afraid to do that at home too. If you've got something that you purchased from somewhere else, you know, you can take stuff off of it. Even if it has glue and stuff, you can yank that stuff off and start over. But it's this awesome foundation that we're excited about to work with. Okay. And you should be able to drop the word kit in the comments too, guys, if you want the link to the kit. And the bot should send it to you, or someone will post it on the video for you also. Let me trim this little wild vine off here. Get back here, buddy. So the idea is we're going to put a little design at his neck, and for that we're going to make that on our own by itself first. So let me grab our supplies. What we're going to need is the berry pick, and it's a little bit more than you need. You can use more or less of it. It's up to you. I like this stem because you can just pull these guys. So just pull them off. You don't even have to cut anything. I'm going to pull the berries, and it comes with twigs, and y'all know how much I love twigs. Yes, twigs are a friend of mine. Okay, all these berries off, and we'll get rid of any garbage. This top part, I'll go ahead and cut it. So you're going to need some wire cutters. Boom. All right, let me get the garbage out of the way. And we're going to start to lay out our little cluster ahead of time, okay? So let me put this to the side. I know I'm going to use this one, and here's where we're going to put it at his neck, or her neck, on this little guy. So I start to I'm going to lay it here to just see how big it's getting, so we don't overwhelm it. We're going to have a simple bow, so it's okay to have the twigs and branches being a little more aggressive because the bow is going to be fairly basic. So if you have any of that paper, let's get that off there. Let's pull that off. I don't want to trim these too short yet because I'm not sure of how I'm overlapping them. All right, once I kind of get it spaced out, then I can trim that part off. So we've got a little up, a little down. Now I'm going to get my other twig. And I know I want this twig, we'll have this twig kind of come down into the body. Down here. Oh, it's stinking cute. Love it. And I'm going to use one more berry at the top. So I've got 2 berries going up, 2 berries down, going down. I'll have an extra berry left. You can use that or save it for another project. All right, and I'm just going to overlap these all real nicely. Now that I know that I like how it looks, I'm just going to take these and get a nice section of overlap on them. I'm going to move these twigs to the back so they're not dominating the orange part. So I've got a nice area where they overlap in the middle. How cute. All right, so I can see here I need to trim a little bit extra off. Boom. Whoops. I guess I cut and twist. Don't cut and twist. It'll pull your cluster apart. Okay. So I'm happy with all that. The next thing I'm going to add in is my little balls. Gosh, I love the balls. And we're going to have these kind of go up and down also. So we're going to trim it right here. Okay, so I get about a 3-inch little piece stem there. And look, we're going to take some of these up and some of these down. And I'm going to pull some out so I get some cute little spacing on it. Looka, looka, looka. Man, is that stinking cute? That's adorable. So that's what's in our cluster so far. But wait, there's more. The cutest part is the candy corns, the big chunky candy corns. I'm going to put one of these in right behind this. Okay, just right there, kind of poking out the top. And then I'm going to put another component coming down right in here too. I'm not going to trim those stems on the candy corns yet because I want to get this tied really tight. Time to grab a cable tie, come right underneath. We're making sure everybody's overlapping. And we're going to get that really tight. And a lot of times I'll use my wire cutters just to twist and get it a little tighter than my fingers can get it. All right, that looks great. And what we can do on some of these stems is these candy corns. Let's say you're going to take this that you make to a craft show. I would trim that a little and give it a twist so they can't really yank that out. Because it has a little thin wire. The berries and all that you're not going to really be worried about. And this one is coming up to the top right here. So I'm going to trim it. Just give it a little twist. You guys, if you ever want to take your floral designing skills to another level, we have a whole design school that is available. You can get on the wait list for it at Keleas.com. It opens up twice a year, and we definitely would love to have you. We do more in-depth projects, and we teach you the skills that you need to learn positioning and placement and color and all of that good stuff. Okay, so now you can see I'm curling these little twiggies because I like to repeat this curl that I'm seeing in the white. You can leave some straight, some curl them. I'm just using my finger. If that's too hard for you, you can always use like a handle of a wooden spoon works great. Okay, we've made our cluster, so that really was the hard part. That was it. Now, if yours is you're feeling like anything's a little loose, you can always tack a little glue in here. We're going to be hiding that with a bow and just a little bit. All right, let's get this Mama Jamma put right on our, oh gosh, it's so cute, right on our kitty. So it's going to go right here side to side. What I'm going to do first is there's a bunch of wires working right here at the neck, okay? So I'm going to come through those wires with this cable tie. Boom, 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 come on through, buddy. There we go, awesome. So that's going to hold it on. And then I am just going to go ahead and get that on there nice and tight. You can see how this angled, guys. And before I do that, you can go straight. You can go angle. You can do it at the bottom. So many different options. You could do it like right over here at the tail. Would be precious too. So play with your design. If you want to make this a little more feminine, we could give her a little matching bow up in her ear. I can't wait to see the designs you guys come up with. So much fun. Okay, I've got that put on. Just a little bit out of an angle. Okay, and let me cinch that a little tighter. I did trim it off, but there we go. All right. Okay, now let's make our bow. Let's make the bow. It's gonna be fun. All right. You're gonna get ribbon in the kit too to make your bow. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna first decide the length of a tail and just measure that out first, okay? So that's about, I want the tail to come just a little bit past the base, and then I'm going to twist that with my hand, and I'm going to make a loop. And I'm going to kind of scrunch it and then twist it in my hand. And then I'm going to make one loop, just the same size as the last one. And then I'm going to cinch it up. So I'm making just a basic, really loopy, cute bow. And I've got enough ribbon here, I could have done the tails a little longer. It's just totally up to you. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and come in with my cable tie to hold the center. Get it a little tight on there. Alright, and now I need to put an attachment cable tie in the back because that's how we're going to add it to our piece. Oh, that's cute. Very super simple, yet cute. Now I need to trim off this part right there. So let me cut that off. Awesome. Now I'm coming in with my bow, and I'm going to attach that right to the cable ties that were down there already. Just go underneath it, and we'll get it tied on there. Awesome. Trim it off, and now let's fluff and let's get the tail doing what we want it to do. Oh, that's cute. Let me turn it to me for just a second. I gotta get that bow a little less cattywampus. I mean, I like it cattywampus. That's cute. That's cute. All right, so this tail over here, I'm gonna trim it a little bit. At an angle. And why don't we have this kind of curl up under the candy corn? And let's have this tail flow on down. So we'll cut this tail a little bit longer. Now you guys do yours however you want. And I'm going to trim it, curl it, curl it, curl it. And we'll just let that go on down. How precious. Now, up here in the center, we really didn't cover our cable tie in the middle. So I think what I'm going to do with that is you could put ribbon over that, but I'm going to just use a little berries in here to fill in. I've got this little bit of berry left. So we're just going to trim off a little bit of each one. And we're going to use that coming right out of the center here. And I'm just going to kind of weave it right through the middle. And I'm going to tack it right there with a little bit of glue. You guys know I don't use a glue gun, but if you have one at home, you could. This is just glue for my glue skillet onto my project here. And you can see I'm just attaching it. Oops. Just glue it in my berries. And I just kind of have those run through the middle. And I have a couple little berries left, and why don't we just tack those in right here tight up to the center. Okay, here's another one. And so I'm going to put a little glue right on the tip. Right in here. These are so lightweight, glue will work fine with them. And then I've got one more little baby one. I'm just going to pop that right in here. I'm just kind of camouflaging my cable ties in there. Center of my bow. Now the last little step I would do is I would kind of work a little of these, maybe a little bit forward. Utilize their dimension. Y'all, there is a glue string that is trying to attack me. So I'm going to bring a couple of these forward. Get that candy corn up. And then there's a ball down here. We definitely could utilize it kind of coming up and forward to really give it a lot of dimension to pop off your door. There you go. We did it, guys. It's the kitty candy corn door hanger. Have fun, guys. Get creative. Have fun with flowers. And I'll see you next time. Make sure to go check us out at Keleas.com. Bye, y'all.